My lovely dear Sagittarius, this is your horoscope for February 2024. And February will get you busy all in communication, emails, chats, some sort of, ongoing letters, all about transportation, and maybe car topics might come up. And most of the time, February will get busy in these topics. And siblings as well. You might be communicating a lot with your brothers and sisters and relatives or neighbors. And don't forget to check your rising sign and the moon sign too. Those are also very important because some Sagittarius are born in the morning, others are born at night, and moon might be much influential if you're born at night, and rising sign might be much influential if you're born around morning. But check both of the signs so to get a full picture of the month ahead. Now let's begin with February. February 5th, Mercury, planet of communication, planet of signing contracts. This planet is a little postman of the universe. It delivers news, it brings news, and it delivers letters, like postman delivers letters, And Mercury will move into your third house, and this is the house that it rules. And my dear Sagittarius, third house is all about communication. And but Mercury, when it will enter your third house, it will be quite in shock, let's say, to meet up Pluto there, because Pluto moved into your third house last month, and Mercury meeting Pluto there will happen for the first time in the last 250 years, roughly speaking. That's not a joke, because that's how long Pluto takes around the sun to come back to the same point where it was 250 years ago. And Mercury will meet Pluto in this house, in this sign, for the first time, bringing new energy with the February, You might be feeling already the shift of the energy. So tune in into your intuitions, my dear Sagittarius, and read the energy of the universe. So Mercury and Pluto's conjunction might suggest, communication with someone powerful, communication with someone authoritarian, or influential, like inspirational might happen. Someone who inspires, someone who has power and big money might happen. Or you might receive messages, news from that someone, or actually it might be banks, or tax departments, or even police, because Pluto also indicator of this kind of governmental structures who, let's say, who manages big money and likes to give pressure. Pluto likes to give pressures as well, but Pluto always makes us stronger. So believe in that, Sagittarius. Also, Mercury and Pluto conjunction might suggest that you will be feeling the energy shift in communication style, like communication style of yours or others, and especially with your relatives and siblings if you have. News might be from them, coming in as well. A lot of chats, a lot of letters and calls. Some kind of a chat might happen between you and your siblings. Or if it's not about that, then it might be that you are buying a car, or you will make a actually contract buying or selling a car, or it might be something coming up about like some sort of your transportation vehicle, like a motorbike or bicycle. Maybe you will be buying them or selling, because third house is, and Mercury, they're both about signing contracts and transportation. Or you might give actually speech somewhere. You might get an invitation to share your story, to share your success, to shine somewhere with your speech, like on radio, podcast, or some sort of journal maybe might write about you, and you might give an interview also. Or you might start new kind of skills studies, like those skills are specific, like IT, for example, or AI. Maybe, but those are usually short kind of courses, short-term courses, and you might start them, like reading about them or speaking about them and those kind of topics. And on the 9th of February, there is new moon, right on time in your third house. Your third house will be charged with energy, my dear Sagittarius. You are a sign of, very communicative, very open-minded, and your third house will bring even much more energy into your, speaking, writing, and in general communication skills. And new moon will happen in your third house. 9th of February will be met by harsh angle from Uranus, planet of surprises, planet of innovation, which will be situated in your 6th house. Now, this new moons are all about new beginnings, new stories. They bring new stories to our life, and this might, this new moon might bring unexpected news at your work. It might be that you will have to change your work, or some changes at work, or some changes to your contract or your services, some service agreements. There might be some changes happening. You never know what to expect with Uranus, actually. Or it might be you were, let's say, if it's not about work, then it might be about travel somewhere very, let's say you were planning to travel somewhere not far, but those plans might get canceled because of work or health issues. Some sort of health issue might, catch your attention, or vice versa. It might be that you will have to travel because of your work somewhere, or because of your health. Let's say, you will suddenly have to see some specialist, a doctor, because of some diagnosis, or because of some health issue that came up, or just do medical checkup just because in your city, hospitals doesn't work on that day. Some sort of these kind of things might come up quite urgently and unexpected, because Uranus is the planet of all unexpected surprises. And if it's not about that, then there might be some communication might happen at work that you won't like, actually. Here, I would suggest to be careful. Also, another case, like as an example, might be that, let's say you have a speech to give, like planned the speech, like planned interview, or something to present, like a presentation or a book. But because of your health concerns, you might cancel it. You might not be able to do that, actually, what you planned about related to communication, all these sorts of things. But let me tell you happy news. Your ruler, Jupiter, planet of luck, planet of happiness, planet of expansion, planet of fortune, will be helping you and protecting you whole month of February. This planet is situated in your 6th house. Now, this is a very superb position, my dear Sagittarius, and you've been feeling the support since last year, May. Your ruler, already might brought you big surprises in terms of your work and health, and positive surprises, and it will continue to do so, supporting you. And Jupiter this time during February will be doing so in cooperation with Saturn, planet of discipline, planet of taking responsibilities, which is situated in your 4th house. Now, Saturn, I feel you guys, this was not easy at home. Saturn might give some, pressure, some strain, some kind of a stress there, or tension, but don't worry. Your ruler Jupiter will be helping you out with everything, and it feels like whatever comes up, your family will be so supportive of your work, and perhaps even someone, if it's not like your family, then someone at work might be like your family, who will be supporting you so much. You are so lucky, my dear Sagittarius, this year. Use this time in terms of your work and health. If there is something of your concern, you have the best chance to find the best specialist and doctors. So do so if you need to do. On 13th of February, right before the Valentine's, Mars, planet of action, planet, this is our engine. This is our motivation, planet of motivation, planet of activities. This is our spark, fuel of the universe, will make a move into your 3rd house again. And the next day, on 14th of February, on the Valentine's Day, it will meet Pluto. It will make conjunction with Pluto, planet of power and big money, planet of transformation. And Mars, being a planet of action, planet of move, it will actually here might show you like a preview of what's to come in the next 20 years in your life, in this area, in your 3rd house, making like busy your communications. Mars will make more energy, more fuel, more engine to your communications. You will be so busy, it seems like, of February, with texting, chatting, calling everyone, and everyone is calling you, chatting and texting. And Pluto being here for the next 20 years, will teach you not to be, afraid of words and how to use words. Your communication style will be transformed completely. And it might also suggest that Pluto will teach you not to be afraid of, like, let's say, taboo topics, to speak about them, to give speeches, about them, to speak up. You are, as a Sagittarius, quite, let's say, not at all courageous. Quite courageous and not at all afraid to say anything, but rather you're saying in a diplomatic way, but still, let's say, open and loud as a fire sign. However, it might be that Pluto will teach you, how to check on your speech on your choice of words and on your style of communication. Afterward, words are powerful, and you will know the price of every word with Pluto, because Pluto likes to dive deep. And by the way, come this summer of 2024, most of you will be getting married or meeting actually that one person, your ideal partner. So Pluto will make sure that you will have the right words here when it comes to that moment. Anyhow, about the taboo topics, it might be that you will write a book about taboo topics, like about sexuality, or like periods, like woman menstruation, or like for the next 20 years, Pluto gives this kind of deep topics, deep thoughts, and it might be on your mind, and it might be even, giving you this task of writing a book, and in general having speaking up openly about it, about this kind of topics. This was just as an example, but all sorts of taboo topics, where whatever your cultural background is, you will feel that need to speak up about them, about this kind of topics, and the Pluto giving you those deep thoughts, and those deep thoughts will send you there to write those things, or give speech, or start a radio station, for example, about them, or podcast, or write an article in some journal or magazine. Or maybe you will start taking interviews actually about these topics. Or if it's not about these topics, but in general, Pluto is indicator of politicians, indicator of rich people, celebrities, those who have power, those who are inspirational or domineering, and those who have big pockets. Maybe you will start taking interviews from those kind of people. If these examples that I mentioned does not resonate with you, then it might be that about your relatives or siblings. So Pluto here indicates that your mind will be around your siblings and relatives, and Mars especially here from 13th February onward. That they might become someone influential or domineering, actually, like authoritarian behavior, so that you will change the way you communicate with them, or maybe even stop doing so. And another topic that might come up is transportation. Maybe you will start business related to cars, let's say, or actually buy a car or sell your car, deciding, let's say, completely to stop using private cars and start using public transport or bicycle, or vice versa. If you've been using public transport your whole life, you will start using car now, maybe because you got your car license, driving license, and now for the next 20 years with Pluto, let's say you will be driving a car. You might buy a car for that reason. Also, if it's not about that, then Mars here might bring you contact with someone inspiring, like some angel who would be pouring money into your business. Might be that you will attract a right investor. Let's say you might attract the right investor to your need, to your business around this date. Or if it's not about business, then it might be about courses. But those courses are short-term courses, and some specific ones, like for barbering or for cooking or for IT, let's say programming, or some sort of like specific courses that are short-term, like over Udemy or Coursera. Or you might need to, here, Mars might suggest that you might need to learn foreign language for some reason. Most probably you will have to do so, because Pluto pushes us to do so. It doesn't matter if we want, whether we want or we don't. And you see here, like 14th of February, Valentine's Day, is kind of a serious energy here with Pluto positioning in your third house, in Mars conjunction 14th February. But other two planets will be working hard to make this day more filled with beautiful energy, and those two planets are Neptune, planet of magic, planet of inspiration, planet of imagination in your fourth house, and Venus, planet of love, as it should be, planet of beauty and money, that is situated superbly in your second house. They will be making with each other amazing contact, and here those two it might be, they might be bringing you a situation that family, let's say, will be making a surprise or giving a present that you actually desired, making a surprise for you, and that's something you are long wished for, something. Or they might be also supporting you financially. on this date, like for example helping you out with covering for your like rent, like apartment rent or house rent, like for this month of February, or your loan for the house or real estate, or you will be buying something for your home and making it more cozier, beautiful, that will make you smile and happy. It might also happen when it comes to home and real estate, or your family might share that they are proud of you, and you will be that warmed up by their support, that your self-esteem might get a boost. So you might be feeling real support from family. And most of the couples this February of this year, they will be celebrating Valentine's a week before the 14th of February or 2 weeks later. And all the planets are suggesting so. On 16th of February, planet of love and beauty, Venus, will follow her lover Mars into your third house. Venus and Mars, this is a couple of our universe. And Venus following Mars into your third house first will meet up with Sirius Pluto on 17th of February in your third house, making you feel all the communications with surrounding at a more deeper level. And be careful around this date not to go too much hard on your, let's say, companion of communication with whom you would be talking around this date. It might be that his or her choice of words and style of talk might not be of your like, so just a little bit care around this date. Another thing that actually might happen, a rather positive thing, that you might get a chance to talk with someone who has power and money. Let's say maybe you will be talking around this date with your manager or even CEO of the company, and you might manage even to strike a deal with that person, to sign a contract. So let me know in the comments what happened around this date. I would appreciate it. What sort of contract or deal Venus and Pluto brought to you, because both of these planets are planets of money. And Pluto is the planet of big money. And on 22nd of February, Mars and Venus will be finally meeting each other, the lovers of the universe, and they meet only once per year because they are on different tasks by the universe, our lovely universe, whole year, following each other, but they meet only once per year. And this is a very special occasion in astrology, and it's supposed to be about love. It's supposed to bring love vibrations. But this couple, Venus and Mars's conjunction, their meetup will be met by Moon in opposition and by harsh angle from Jupiter. Moon is our feelings, and Jupiter is the planet of luck and happiness. And here it might be about that, there might be different situations coming up. I will give you a few examples, like let's say if you've planned a travel here, most probably, and that plan might, travel plan might get some change or canceled because of your work again or health concerns. But Jupiter being on your side in terms of health and work, I think you might work it out, this situation. And another situation is that if you are in studies, like you are a student, you are studying something like, and then it might be that you will need to go to another university. This kind of situation might come up. You might need to change. You will have to change your university, take, let's say, a longer program so that you can obtain the degree, or change the subject of what you're studying, actually. Or it might be because of work. You will need to get some certificate. Let's say you're working and you would like to move, like initially if you strike a deal or sign a contract when Pluto and Venus were meeting, and here on 22nd of February, because of that, let's say, promotion, or because of that deal, or any sort of arrangement at work, or that you aim actually to some position for yourself, then you might need a certificate or some sort of qualification, like exam or test, or some sort of degree. Actually, it might be university degree, college degree. And here it might be that you actually want that university degree or that certificate, but because of work, because you are busy with your work, and you might not be able to do so, and there might be a situation that work will be taking up your time, quite a lot of your time. 19th of February, Sun, our light of universe, our life giver, will move into your fourth house and bringing your attention to your family. Sun moves your attention to your family, or to your real estate matters, like apartment or house or loan that you got for that, or everything related with citizenship, if that's resonating with you at this period stage of your life right now, like immigration papers, all sorts of documents or application related to citizenship, visa, immigration, or residence permit. And also, fourth house is the house of parents' life, especially mother's life. She will need your attention around this time too. And February will be closing up with full moon on 24th of February in your 10th house. And that full moon will be amazingly supported by Jupiter, your ruler, my dear Sagittarius. Jupiter, planet of luck, planet of fortune. And full moons are all about, finish line. They bring something to light. They bring something to your attention. Or they are also about endings. They are bringing the last sentence, last word, that news that you've been waiting, and last sentence in some story that was already unfolding there, and appearing in your 10th house. Now, this is a very superb full moon for you, my dear Sagittarius. 10th house is all about our career, all about our work, or all about our social status. 10th house is the highest house in our chart. It's like showing 12 o'clock, and appearing on your 10th house. Full moon might bring something might bring some achievement to fruition. You might get a result. Your profile at work might rise, or salary. You might get a revision of salary that will boost your confidence. You might get a promotion that you long hope for. You might get that position finally. There might be someone, also if it's not about that, there might be someone leaving at work, probably for a retirement or for some other reason. But that someone might recommend you, as next in line for promotion. Oh, my dear Sagittarius, you might really become a star at this full moon. You might really strike a bigger name for yourself and even get an offer, like job offer, whatever offer, like precious offer that will raise your profile, social status, because your actually name and skills precedes you, my dear Sagittarius. So use this full moon. And I wish you the best February. Bye-bye.